Everyone, can you, okay, so hello everyone who's tuned in to this live Google Hangout. This is Phata Poster Nikla Hero live on Google Plus today. I'm MissMalini, and as you can see, this is a hangout that we're having.
You are MissMalini.
Yes.
You are the one.
What did I do?
Oh.
We love you though.
I love you too.
So we're here hanging out with you, and Ileana's on her way, and this is so exciting that you're doing this live because people can actually tweet in live using the Hangout hashtag, which is hashtag #PPNH Hangout. And we're going to answer their questions live. And they can see you right now, as can all your fans who have logged in, our special winners who are all going to get to talk to you. So remember, everyone who's tuning in live to this Hangout, it's going to be so fun. Make sure you send in all of your Twitter questions and comments, because not only do you get to hang out with Shahid and Ileana live, you get to win all these cool things that are signed by you, recognize your signature. And my favorite, this awesome Phata Poster Nikla Hero t-shirt with Shahid's signature on it. So you can win this. All you have to do is send in a ton of tweets and post your comments, and we're going to get started now because you have your fans who have been waiting so excitedly to come and chat with you. So we're going to start with the very first girl. We have Diksha. Hi, Diksha. I'm sure you have lots of questions, but come up with your favorite question for Shahid and anything you would like to say. Go ahead. So go ahead and unmute your microphone, Diksha, and tell us your question.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Diksha.
Hi, Shahid. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you. What's up?
I'm fine. I've spoken to you on phone once.
You've spoken to me on phone once?
Shahid?
Yeah.
How do you get my number? Don't give it to anybody.
Arey, in the Airtel offer, you remember?
In the Airtel office?
Arey, Airtel का offer था ना?
हाँ
हमने
था.
सबसे बात की थी.
But soon you forget, Shahid. Very bad.
हमने बात की.
Yeah.
तुम्हारा वेबकैम को नीचे करो. तुम्हारा आधा फेस नहीं दिख रहा है मेरे को. सिर्फ दो हेडफोन दिख रहे हैं.
So do you have a question, Diksha, for Shahid?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what's the scariest thing about being an actor, and what do you love about being an actor?
A lot of people who you don't know have your number. It's very scary, Diksha. No, the scariest thing about being an actor is, I think it has to do with the fact that almost most places that you go, people know you, and sometimes you get scared that will I ever get any time to myself on my own? Will I be able to go to places and be a normal person? That's a fear that I always have.
Absolutely. Thank you so
What
much.
do you love about acting?
What do you love most about acting?
What I love most about acting is acting. I love movies. I love cinema. I love being in front of the camera. I've always loved, being able to create this huge world where you can play an imaginary character and I can be so many people. So that's what I love. Yeah.
And of course Of course. And so you started off dancing and doing all those things.
Yes.
And what was that journey like for you? It's been such a long,
Yeah.
amazing, full upward climb.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like I just started yesterday, but there's so much that has happened, and I feel very fortunate that I am here today because, I made a very regular, modest start. I did my fair share of auditions. I didn't know if I'll get my first break. So I just feel really fortunate that I'm here, and I think there's so much more to do still.
And it's amazing how many Shanatic fans you have. Do you know who came up with the Shanatic name? Is that
No, I
something
don't
that
know.
just came up by itself? That's
I have
pretty
no
amazing.
idea. I guess one of them will know.
Absolutely. So we're going to now move to Harish, who has also got a friend with him here. And Harish, what is your question for Shahid today?
Where's Harish? Harish!
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
I love you, bye. I love you.
I love you, brother.
I am a big fan of your Shahid.
How are you doing, man?
Who's your
I'm fine. I'm very happy, very excited, very nervous now.
Thank you. What's your question?
I want to say one incident happened with me yesterday, so that in that my question will be.
Okay. In that your question will be.
Yeah.
Tell I listen.
Yesterday I went to Grand Masti with a gang of my friends. So there, in the interval scene, Phata Poster Nikla Hero trailer.
Okay.
The trailer was, theater was waving like this. All were shouting, Shahid, Shahid.
Then why don't you come for promotion?
It's in Hyderabad. It's in Hyderabad.
It's in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So I want to say there are so many fans for you in Hyderabad. Please come to Hyderabad for promotions. Please.
I promise you, either for this film or my next film, which is coming out in December, I promise I will come to Hyderabad. And this
We'll be waiting with my 4 eyes.
No, I will definitely come, man. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Harish.
Thank you, Harish. I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you too, sir.
And of course, everyone who's tuning in is so excited. I was watching the trailers. It looks like so much fun.
Yeah,
and you look like a very convincing policeman. I have to say in that outfit. And it's like a really fun comedy role. How hard is it to do comedy? Is it very challenging?
I mean, initially I was always a little, I didn't know how it would be.
Yeah.
But then I started hosting shows and stuff, so I got a lot more comfortable. And I think when Raji performed the entire film, he actually performed the entire film for us.
Yeah.
I just knew all I needed to do was kind of just follow him, or pretty much just copy him, and I'd be okay.
Right.
So having the right director, having somebody whose sense of comedy is really good, really
Right.
helps. And once I started doing it, I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. So
I love. There's this one scene which I'm dying to see in the film where you're crying and you're really upset, and then it says, "No, Dr. Vinod Khanna will see you." There's a lot of timing and fun things like that. But tell us a little bit more about your character. What's he like?
Well, Vishwas Rao is schizophrenic in many ways. He's you could call him bipolar because he behaves randomly different in different scenes. So in one scene he'll be crying, and then the next scene he'll be laughing, and then one scene he's romancing Doran, and the next scene he's being this nice son to his mother.
Yeah.
In one scene he's a cop, in one scene he's a struggling actor. So it's a very animated character, and it's definitely the most animated character that I've played in my life.
Yeah.
Raji, when he wrote the script, he told me that this is a character I've written to entertain the audience. So yeah, it's probably going to be the most entertaining role that I've done, and I hope these guys like it.
I'm sure they will love it. And of course, as you know, in case you're tuning in live, we're having a live Google Hangout for Phata Poster Nikla Hero, and you can send in all your tweets, just the hashtag PPNH Hangout, and you could win lots of signed merchandise as well. And next we have Jayashree. Jayashree, unmute your microphone and ask us your question. Go ahead,
There's two
Jayashree.
Jayashrees. I can
It's
see
the
two
same,
Jayashrees.
yeah. She's in a double role.
One Jayashree is frozen, the other one is coming closer to the...
What's your question, Jayashree? You have to unmute your microphone because can you read her lips?
Are you asking me?
You can go ahead and ask a question.
Okay, I can't see Shahid though.
You can't see Shahid. It's right here.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, fine then. So it's me. You're talking to me.
Yes.
Hi Jayashree, I can see you. I can see you with the headphones and that mic and that blue
How are
thing.
you?
What's your question?
Wait, how are you?
How are you?
I am very good, Jayashree. How are you?
That's so sweet. I think
Okay, I have
Jayashree.
a huge list of requests. Can you please give a shout out
You
to
had only one question. Your question is over now.
You can
No
keep,
more
you
questions
can keep tweeting in your question.
Manu from Netherlands, Mahir Sabeen from Australia, Kalina from Austria, Khadija from South Africa, Ayushi, Namrata, Aditi, Tanya, Suhasini from India.
This stuff for you.
Can you give them a shout out, please?
Why don't you give one universal shout out
Okay,
for all the girls?
shout out to all the names that Jayashree has just taken because Jayashree will have to repeat the names. I couldn't hear half of them.
There's a Karina.
Okay, I'll repeat it again then.
Yeah, repeat
Manu,
one
Mahir
by
Sabeen,
one,
Kalina.
one by one. First one,
Okay, Manu from Netherlands,
Manu from Netherlands, and then
Mahir Sabeen from Australia,
Mehzabeen from Australia,
Kalina from Austria,
Karina from Austria,
Kalina,
Kalina from Austria,
Khadija from South Africa,
who? Khadija or Katrina. Are these all heroine names?
I think so.
Or are you just messing with me?
Ayushi, Namrata, Aditi and Tanya.
Ayushi, Namrita, Aditi, and
Sanya.
Sanya. Huge shout out to all you guys.
Thank
Lots
you
of
so
love.
much, Jayashree. And of course, you have
Tanya.
questions pouring in on Twitter as
And
well.
Suhasini.
There's a question coming in that says, how would you describe yourself in 3 words from Baija
What?
Baija Chichenpak is his name, but goes by Baija on Twitter.
Okay.
3 words to describe yourself, and he loves you very much. Or
wow.
she loves you very much.
Well, lots of love, and 3 words to describe myself. Wow.
Phata Poster Nikla is 4.
I don't know. I think simple, moody, passionate.
Simple, moody, and passionate. Very nice. I think the girls seem to be smiling and nodding in approval. And we have another one. We have Sanjana, I believe, next, whose turn it is, who's going to be asking her question. Go ahead, Sanjana. What's your question?
Hi, sir.
Hi, Sanjana.
How are you?
How are you?
I have a very simple question,
Yes.
and that is, Can you sing your favorite song from Phata Poster and dedicate it to me?
My favorite song from Phata Poster is the romantic song Rang Sharbato Ka, and I dedicate that to you, Sanjana.
Can you sing it?
Okay, I will sing it for you.
Oh, great!
मैं रंग शरबतों का, तू मीठे घाट का पानी, मुझे खुद में घोल दे तो मेरे यार बात बन जानी संजना.
Woo!
You just made my life.
Just made her life. That's awesome. And of
I
course,
love
now
you.
since you've made her life, you have a huge Twitter fan club, as you know, Shahid_online, and they requested that we give you this message from them, and it's quite sweet and romantic, and I'm going to try to do my best. And they say, if we searched the world, we could never find a better person to be a fan of. You're the perfect blend of talent, compassion, humility rolled all into one. You have a way of brightening our days, and these little things that mean so much to us, keeping you in our thoughts and wishes, and all the best for Phata Poster Nikla Hero. And the love we have for you is boundless, and Shenanigans will always be there for you, supporting you forever. You rock our socks off. How sweet! Do you have a message for the Shahid Online Club and all your fans on Twitter?
I always feel like I don't deserve the amount of love that I get from all you guys out there, especially the Shenanigans. Have been absolutely amazingly loyal and extremely kind and loving. And I just wish that I promise you I will work as hard as I can every day to try and entertain you guys, and I promise whenever I get the opportunity I'll try and see you guys, because it's really overwhelming kind of love that I get. So thank you so much. Thank you. Really, it means a lot.
And remember, if you've tuned in just now, we are live from the Google offices, and we're doing a hangout live with Shahid. Ileana's on her way for Phata Poster Nikla Hero, and we've got some fans and winners who are tuned into this hangout. And we have next the girl who's next to Harish. Or to the left. Yeah, here we go. Khushbu, it's your turn to ask a question. Go ahead, Khushbu.
Hi, Shahid.
Hi Khushbu, what's up?
Shahid, I'm a crazy fan of yours, and I saw you first time अभी Delhi में जब आप आए थे HT City के office में.
हाँ जी.
I was so excited to see you कि मैं जो रोज इलियाना के लिए लाई थी मैंने वो भी आपको दे दिया. I was so happy to see you. I just love you.
Thank you.
And आपने प्यार के छिलकों और अभी सिर्फ हीरो ने एंट्री मानी ये डायलॉग I want you to say वो हाय रे दैया मार ही डालोगे क्या with your expression.
You want me to say that dialogue?
Yes.
Like
हाय रे दैया.
You like these girly expressions on my face?
I love it.
लड़के अच्छे लगते हैं तुमको. Just for you. Just for you. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
हाय रे दैया अब मार ही डालोगे क्या?
Come
on, guys.
All right, and now
Fingers crossed.
Questions coming in. Harish, please mute your microphone, or we'll mute you from here. You can go ahead and send us your Twitter questions, and you just have to hashtag PPNH Hangout, and you could win some awesome autographed merchandise. And we've got a question in from Priya who wants to know, how similar are you in real life to your character in Vishwas, who's in the film?
Nothing like
Really?
Vishwas Rao. Vishwas Rao only exists in pole dancing. That was my first, honestly.
Really?
It was my first attempt at pole
How
dancing.
did you learn how to do that?
I didn't actually.
You just went
I just
for
felt
it.
my way through it, and it kind of seemed to come out okay. So I guess I have a natural talent for it.
You definitely have a natural skill. And actually you have a very...
I must thank Shamak Dawa for all the dancing
For all
skills
the-
that he
yes,
gave me.
for to be able to dance
which
with reckless
helped me
abandon.
manage with that pole. Yes.
And there's one from Shahid Kapoor Cake is their Twitter handle, who says, do you watch reality TV, and do you have a favorite reality show?
Sometimes, honestly, I watch a lot more of fiction because I'm most of the times traveling, so it becomes difficult to follow stuff. So I carry stuff with me. I carry all my DVDs and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of series like Homeland, Breaking Bad, and Boardwalk Empire.
Breaking Bad is blowing my mind right now.
Are you seeing it now?
Yeah, I'm watching like last 2 episodes.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, more of that than reality shows. But I really enjoyed this comedy nights with Kapil. I think it was really funny, man. It's really good. So I had a lot of fun doing it, and I saw a few episodes, and I thought he was really funny.
That's awesome. It's good that you get time. So so actually a lot of people tweeted in earlier, how do you spend time between shots in the trailer? Are you working out? Are you watching
I'm on
movies?
set. No, I'm on set. I don't like going into my van at all. probably just during lunch break. Otherwise, I'm always on set. I like spending time with the team. I like talking to them, chilling with them. If they want to discuss the scene, we discuss the scene. So yeah, I rarely go to my van because I really enjoy being on set.
Be part of the whole
Yes,
thing.
I like being on set.
I'm sure everyone's very happy that you're involved as well. And we're going to go back to some people who are dialed in live on this Hangout. And I think there's lovely lady Rasha who's been waiting patiently. Can you unmute your microphone and go ahead and ask your question? Yes, you, Rasha. I think you need to unmute your microphone first. We can't hear you. There's a little mute button on your screen in the Hangout. Just unmute that first. Or hold up a big sign. Okay, while she figures that out, I'll let you know. You're watching this Hangout live with Shahid. Rasha, can we hear you now?
Hello.
I can hear someone else for sure. Okay, let's see if she can figure out how to unmute her microphone. Till then, we've got a whole bunch of other questions that have come in. And I'm going to prepare you in advance, Shahid, once Ileana is here. I have a rapid fire for both of you, and I have something called So True, So False.
Okay.
4 rumors.
Now you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you, Rasha.
Yes, we
There
can
you
hear
go. What's your question, Rasha?
Yeah, finally.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Shahid.
I'm very good, and I remember your name from Twitter.
I'm so nice. So I think I turned my. I'm from Jordan. I have a lot of hi from a lot of fanatics. The first I want to say, we are Shahid Kapoor Club. I am the admin. That's your. So I have a lot of hi from the team, Farina and Sarbari and Bayaji, Ayushi, Mosam, and there's many people say hi for you. I have one question for you. I don't know if Shahid, are you here? Shahid.
Do you have a question? Do you have a question, Rasha?
I can't see him, actually.
You fancy
I feel like
him?
I'm talking with myself.
Can't see me.
Oh,
I
you
thought
can't
she said.
see him. Oh.
She
So I
said
thought
she
she
can't
said
see
she
me.
fancies you or she can't see you.
We don't know what you are saying.
We don't know
Let's
yet.
read each other's
Well,
lips.
we'll figure that out. Until then, we have a ton more questions that have come in.
I can see you finally.
Oh, you can see me.
Okay, now I can see. Yeah, finally I can. Shahid, I have a question for you.
Yes.
The first one, what was your best moment during shooting? While you are shooting the Phata Poster Nikla Hero?
Okay. My best moment?
Yeah, what was your best moment?
My most memorable
Shooting the movie.
My most memorable moment was when my pants used to tear every time I used to try and jump out of the poster because my uniform was very tight. That's the most memorable moment. The second most memorable moment was when I did the pole dance. And the most exciting moment for me was the scene that we've done in the film, which I can't talk about, where I'm talking constantly for almost like 2 minutes, and Mr. Raj Santoshi performed that entire scene for me, and he showed it to me. And then he looked at me and smiled, and they said, "All right, we're going to do this in one shot."
Oh my gosh.
So that was one moment which always stays with me because it was not an easy scene to do. It was a very scary scene because it had a lot of emotions and it has a lot of different things happening. It's this scene where I go for an audition to a director. That's all I can tell you. Otherwise, my director will kill me.
So
but
watch
that's
out
the scene
for
that I
that.
remember. That's the memory that stayed with me.
Thanks so much, Rasha. And actually, this is a really
Thank you.
I have
Okay.
one more question, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Your favorite item songs, Cutting Notch.
What?
What? We can't hear
What
you.
is Cutting Notch?
Actually, Rasha, I have a suggestion. Can you tweet me your question, and we'll be able to read it out for you in just a bit. Do that, okay? And just use the hashtag Phata Poster Nikla Hero. That's PPNH Hangout. Cool. We got actually a bunch of questions. This is actually. I think you're guilty of once saying that you would like to marry a normal girl. And so we've got Samira Rose who says, as an actor, how do you think that would work out? And I mean, will the girl, any girl who's lucky enough to be married to you, will she, how will she deal with it?
I think some of the biggest superstars that we have, whether it's Mr. Shah Rukh Khan or whether it's Mr. Amir Khan, have been married to people who are not necessarily actresses.
Sure.
And it works out so well for them. So I said this because what I wanted to say was that I don't think it should only be restricted to for an actor to be dating an actor or for an actress to be dating an actor, it shouldn't be restricted to that. There should be the possibility of something else happening, you meeting somebody who's not from the same profession. And I didn't mean normal girl, because now every heroine keeps asking me, are you trying to say they're not normal? What I meant was that to meet somebody who's not from the same profession, because I think it would be nice to meet somebody who brings in another perspective, which is from outside the film industry. And I always have been somebody who's always wanted to stay in touch with the part of me before I became an actor, and try and stay connected with who I was then. And I could do so many normal things, and I think I had a lot more exposure into the world. The minute you become a star, you're kind of limited with the amount of exposure that you have, and maybe having somebody who has that will really help me. I think it would be good for me. So that's the context in which I had said it.
And what's a normal thing you miss doing, like that you can't do anymore?
I've been traveling so many cities, and I've been doing so many city visits, and then they put these dark glasses, and then they make me sit inside this car, and then they tell me, you can't get off anywhere till we get where we need to get. And then they tell me, before you get outside the car, we'll let you know, don't walk out on your own. It's very restricting,
Have you ever gone to are you going to go watch Phata Poster in
Yeah,
disguise?
that I always do.
You go in disguise?
No, I just go in the middle of the movie and I stand at the back. I don't, so that's something I just, I don't
So
do
when you
disguise,
go watch the movie this weekend,
Of
you never
course I
know,
will, of
Shahid
course.
might be in the back watching with you.
For sure,
Which is
I
pretty
will
exciting.
definitely make some visits.
That's awesome. So we're actually going to get you to sign some of these pictures.
Yes, sure.
Because while we're doing this hangout, if you tweet in your questions, you post them on Google+, you could actually win yourself some autographed goodies. We've got mugs, we've got t-shirts, we've got all this cool stuff from the film. And of course, Ileana will be joining us shortly as well. Till then, we're taking more questions, so all you have to do is go ahead and send in your questions. And okay, so we have a couple more people who are in the hangout with us. And I believe we have a new gentleman who's joined us. And yes, there we go. Knuckle. I think Knuckle is actually dialed in from London.
Oh.
And he's been early to come and hang out. So Knuckle, do you have a question?
I do. Hey, Shahid.
Hey, Knuckle, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. My question for you was, like before shooting a scene, do you follow any acting methods or anything, or are you more on intuition? And how do you prepare for it, like 10 to 15 minutes before?
It's different for different films, Knuckle. It depends on what your director wants from you. Usually you get a brief from the director, because each director works very differently. So, for example, somebody like Mr. Vishal Bhardwaj would like to get all the actors on set and do a rehearsal with them, and then he would sit back and look at how they're performing it and see their interpretation. Whereas Rajkumar Santoshi or Prabhu Deva are very clear about what they want. They actually pretty much perform the scene and show it to me, and then they want me to kind of adapt it according to what I feel. If you're doing something which is intense or which is emotional, maybe a little more rehearsal helps, because when you're doing an emotional scene, you can't do it over and over again, so you just want to get the technicalities right. But if you're doing a comedy, spontaneity kind of works better, because when you keep doing it over and over again, it loses its charm and it becomes a bit rehearsed and a bit forced. So it depends. It's different for different characters, different for different genres, different for different directors. An actor's job is to go out there and be able to fulfill the requirements that the director has from him. So you need to adapt to his way of working rather than expecting him to adapt to yours, because he's the captain of the ship.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Can I have one more question, please?
Sure.
Okay, one more.
As an aspiring actor myself, what words of advice or tips would you give to me?
I knew when you asked me this question you were an aspiring actor.
Did you tell?
I could figure that out. Why do you think I gave him such an elaborate answer?
It was very helpful. It was very helpful.
Man, I'll just say that have some patience. Wait. I think everybody's time comes. You'll get that break that you want. You'll find that role when you are ready for it. And whenever you do get that opportunity, all I would say to you is that be honest in front of the camera. Believe in what you're doing, and the camera will always see it. That's it.
That's awesome. Knuckle, really good advice from a hero himself sitting here. So I hope you're going to use that advice and take that with you wherever you go.
Nice.
Thanks so much, Knuckle. And of course, we've got
You're
tons of questions coming in from Google Plus as well. Agustia has a question saying, do you use your emotional memory a lot? Like, when you research a lot of your characters, and how do you get into the role and act up that? And of course, Agustia says, I'm so excited to get to hang out with you.
Hi, Agustia, what's up? I think you have to draw onto different emotional. I don't know. I mean, you need to find spaces which help you connect with situations which you need to perform. And it's a very weird thing. I mean, after a certain point in time, it becomes almost automatic.
Right.
I mean, you don't need to think about it anymore. You just, when you're in a scene, when you're in a situation, and when you're in the right mood, the definition of cinema, when you enter a cinema hall, they say is willing suspension of disbelief, which means that you know you're seeing something which is not real, but you are choosing to believe that it is. That's why you laugh and you cry when you watch a movie.
And you go for the ride.
Exactly, and you go for the ride. So when you're doing a scene as an actor as well, you need to do the same. You need to willingly suspend the fact that it's not real and actually believe in what you're doing. And if you do that, then I think somewhere you connect with what you're doing.
And you know, I think, I mean, as like journalists, and we observe you, and I think one thing that's really nice, and I've seen this and heard this from all your fans, that you really take out time to interact with them and respond to them, and you know,
I love it. I honestly, it's not an effort at all.
Nodding as well, but I think it's really important that you do that. But you know, I would imagine as a superstar, as you become more and more famous, it's hard to keep up with that many fans. How do you do it?
In fact, you always live with this thought that you've not been able to meet everybody, or you've not been able to maybe just, you know, shake hands with everybody, or say hello to everybody, or just recognize the fact that they're there, or tell them that I know. You know, like for example, when I go through stuff on Twitter, you know, an actor's life is extremely busy.
And you read all the tweets that come in, right?
I try my best, but it becomes very difficult to read everything. And even though I might read a lot, I'm not able to respond to everybody. But I really love interacting with people who've been so kind and so supportive of my work. It's the most lovely feeling.
That's awesome. And I think we've got to everyone who hung out, except we've got one more person who's joined this hangout, and we've got Alekia. You can unmute your microphone and ask your question now. You've just joined the hangout, right on the corner on the left. Alekia, go ahead and ask your question. Can you hear us? I think she seems a little bit frozen in time, so we're going to get back to her. But till then, remember, this is a live Google Hangout, and you can go ahead and send your questions in. Till then, we have Mohammed, who's also joined this Hangout. Mohammed, if you can hear us, unmute your microphone and ask your question, please. Mohammed? I think he's there, but he's not quite there, so we'll come back to him as well. Okay, like I said earlier on, and in case you've just tuned in, I thought it would be fun to do So True, So False. Now, there's a lot of rumors that go on about you, and we may be guilty of spreading stuff. But we thought it would be fun to tell you.
Believe my answers.
We will,
100%.
We will make amends, we'll make corrections, and so this is So True, So False.
I'm actually excited to meet you here, because I keep reading your name everywhere, and I didn't know what you look like.
Now you know.
Now
do
I
I look like my anime, kind of?
You look way better.
Oh, see? This is why everybody loves Shah. Okay, so true, so false, okay? 4 facts that could be true or not. You have to tell us, and you can expand on it if you like. First one, you would go bald for Vishal Bharadwaj's Hamlet. So true, so false.
It's somewhere in the middle, because we haven't decided what we want to do with the look, but we will do something drastic, so it's a possibility, but we haven't taken a decision.
Alright, so we'll see. I can't imagine actually, I think you would look fine.
I can't imagine what I would look like.
Can't you fake it with one of those lifestyle caps, or you have to do it for
I'm sure I'm not going to go like bald. Maybe I'll cut my hair really. I don't know. Whatever the role requires, we'll figure it out.
Alright, so not true, not false yet. We'll wait and watch. Number 2, so true, so false. Rajkumar Santoshi has approached you for the sequel of Andaz Apna Apna.
So false.
So false, right? So where's this rumor coming from?
I don't know.
I think people want to see you. I want to see you in Andaz.
I want to see Amir Khan and Salman Khan do it. I love Amar and Prem. I want to see them again as a fan.
But I think it would be fun to see you and Ranbir do it, actually.
It would be scary, but yeah, it's a great film.
It's a great film,
but I mean, we haven't spoken.
Do you have a favorite moment from that film? Everyone has an Andaz. Mine is Uncle Karan. There is itna confusion. Okay, so true, so false. The title of Rambo Rajkumar has been changed.
No, there is a technical issue with the title, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with it, because you know, Rambo is I think it's a brand, and it's trademarked. So they're figuring it out. I don't know what they're going to do with it. My character is still called Rambo Rajkumar, but I don't know what they're going to do with the title. Yeah, so I'm honestly right now, Phata Poster 20th September, that's all I'm seeing. It's like blinders on. After that, I'll look into other aspects. I don't know right now.
And this is my favorite, so true, so false. You wake your girlfriends up at 5 a.m. to work out with you.
What?
No, not true.
I don't think
they
would stick around with me for like a week if I did that.
Can you imagine if you like, get up and stuff?
I don't work out in the mornings at 5 a.m. I work out usually late evenings, because I'm not a morning person. I wake up really groggy. So my workouts are always, if I lift half the weight, I've tried a few times in the morning, everybody tells me, you know, you should be healthy, and the first thing you wake up in the morning, you should go and work out. And I've like tried to go there, and I can't lift any weight. Like I feel like I don't have any strength. I'm just not a morning person.
And actually, while you're saying this, I think you should give all the boys out there a little piece of advice. You know, all the ones that are going and just working out upper body and getting super buff with chicken
Yep.
legs. Can you tell them what they should be doing?
You don't want them to have chicken legs, basically.
What do you think?
MissMalini says,
Not chicken legs.
go do your squats. Go do your deadlifts. Don't always focus on bicep curls. There's more to life than that. Russian swing, jump squat pull-ups, and somebody just revolted.
Somebody's like, maybe somebody's trying to do that workout right now. I
Yeah.
think, while they're
Calf raises,
So what do you have? Like,
hamstring curls.
do you have a workout and diet? You don't need
There is
to
nothing
really-
like a 7-minute workout.
Damn
There is a
it.
70-minute workout. There is nothing
Okay.
called a 7-minute.
So work out every day, eat healthy.
No, man, I've not trained in the last 3 weeks. I've just been promoting the film, so I mean, sometimes you get the chance, but I try to train at least 4-5 times a week, not every day.
Lake, yeah, we can hear you now. Lake, can you come up and ask your question?
Hello, Shahid?
Hi, Alekia, how are you?
Oh my god, I'm talking to you. I just can't believe this.
But Alekia, why can't I see your face? I only see one photo of yours.
Put your camera
I don't know. There's some problem here.
so we can see her picture.
Yes,
Oh
Alekia.
gosh. You know what? I have no words to speak. I'm a great fan of yours, Shahid.
Thank you, Alekia. Thank you so much.
Do you have a question?
Sing a song.
Yes.
Sing a song.
Yes.
Question.
That's
You
your
know,
question.
Tu Mere Agal Bagal. I just love
Okay,
that.
I'll sing one line, Alekia, then you sing one line, okay?
Oh no, I'm not gonna sing.
Yeah.
You just sing, please.
Disastrous singer. Why should I embarrass myself alone? Let's do it together. Let's embarrass
Okay.
ourselves alone, Alekia. You and me.
Okay, चलेगा. Okay, fine.
काली बिल्ली रोकने का नहीं.
तेरा पीछा करूं तो टपकने का नहीं. Come on, Shahid, chime.
तू मेरे अगल बगल है.
मैं तेरे अगल बगल हूँ.
तू मेरे अगल बगल है.
मैं तेरे अगल बगल हूँ.
Alekia, you're making amazing doggy sounds also while singing that song. Perfect.
Oh no. I'm just too excited.
So excited.
I'm
Thank you
getting like crazy.
so much. Remember,
Thank
you
you,
are
Alekia.
watching a live.
Thank you, Shahid. Love you. Thank you.
Ileana is just on her way as well, and you can go ahead and send in your questions on Google Plus as well. Just hashtag PPNH Hangout, and you can hashtag Ask Shahid or Ask Ileana. We have a question in from Nana Amin on Google Plus, who says, have you ever been to Egypt? And did you come to Egypt for just work and filming scenes? And then did you travel and have you toured? Any cool things?
I made the shortest trip to Egypt, and I went to the pyramids, and we actually shot for a film of mine which I did long back called Life of the Esi.
Okay.
And we actually shot next to the Sphinx as well. So that was pretty cool. But unfortunately, we were there for just 3 days. All I did was get up in the morning, go shoot, and come back. So I didn't get an opportunity to see the place at all.
Right.
But it looked extremely exotic and extremely interesting, and I'd love to visit soon, at some point.
Is there one place in the world that's like on your list that you have
There are lots
to go?
of places. I love traveling. So there's so many places that I want to go. South America is, I mean, I want to visit all of it. There's so many interesting places out there. And never done that. Australia is somewhere I've never been. So I mean, I went to Melbourne last year, but I spent 1.5 days there. I was there for work.
Have you had any like really fun or crazy fan experiences when you travel where people are like, wait a second, wait a second?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of does happen often. And it's the most interesting thing because when you're outside India and somebody spots you on the road, they have this weird expression like, this is not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
What are you doing
Of
here?
course.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. And of course, Ileana's on her way. We're so excited to see this movie.
Sure.
What was it like working with her?
Well, she's very good. Her first film, Barfi, she did a fantastic job, and this is her second film, and this is a completely different genre. But she managed really, really well. She had a lot of comedy to do in the film, and there aren't too many female characters in the film. There's my mother and there's Ileana. Those are the only
Right.
two female characters. So
Yeah.
she really held her own in the middle of all these actors, and yeah, we had a really good time.
That's awesome. And more questions coming in from Google Plus. I know you're sending in so many. Keep sending them in because, like I said, you can win yourself some fabulous autographed merchandise from the movie that's coming out. It's going to be so exciting. This one in from Bebu S on Google Plus. If you were stranded on a deserted island, who would be the 3 people you would choose to bring with you? And
Wow.
why? 3 people, not 3 things.
3 people, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to cook.
You're a
So I'll find one of my closest friends who can cook.
Right.
Then I would like to take my brother Ishan because we can dance together and spend a lot of time doing that. And I would like to take a third random person who we don't know at all. So because it would be interesting to, we would get, you know what I'm saying? Like there's somebody we don't know at all, and so you can spend time getting to know them, and then you'll have issues, and then you sort it out. So basically, three people. Otherwise, three people who really know each other would just get bored after a while.
And then
right?
if you really have to sacrifice one, you can eat the one that you don't know well. But you're a vegetarian.
It depends.
In dire circle. Okay. Yeah. Lucy Shak has a question saying, have you ever forgotten your choreography, and what have you done?
Yeah, man. Whenever I forget my choreography, I just go like.
So now you know when that happens exactly what's going on.
Just turn around. And in your head, you're like, what am I supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do next? I'm blanking out. Beep, beep, beep.
Awesome. Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of people who love the music from Phata Poster Nikla Hero. There's Farheen Syed from Google Plus who wants to know, what was your favorite dialogue and can you say it for us?
Okay, my introduction dialogue for everybody out there. Where's the camera? Right there.
Right there.
Hey, प्याज के छिलको, जरा स्टाइल मारा थोड़ा खुल दिया, इतने में तो रोता है क्या? अभी तो हीरो ने एंट्री मारी है, आगे आगे देख, होता है क्या?
Ooh, I love it. I think there was somebody echoing your dialogue.
Yeah, wasn't there somebody?
I think, oh yeah, of course, it's Harish. But we have Mehul who's joined the Hangout as well. Mehul, unmute your microphone and ask your question.
Hi, Shahid.
Hey, Mehul, what's up, man?
Hi, hello, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm very good, man. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm actually very nervous now.
You're nervous?
Yeah. First time I'm chatting with you. Actually, मैं रैम्बो राजकुमार के शूट पे आया था.
कहाँ पे?
And वाई में.
हाँ, वाई में शूटिंग किया था हमने.
हाँ, और आपको याद होगा मैं वेस्पा पे था, येलो वेस्पा.
येलो वेस्पा.
आपका हाँ, आपके पीछे था.
उसी गाड़ी में तो याद नहीं रहता है.
आपके लिए एक सवाल है सर. यस सर, यस. मेरा सवाल ये है कि आप जो अपने बॉडी मेंटेन किए आपने कैसे किए?
मेहुल, कितनी उम्र है तुम्हारी?
अभी सर 20.
जिम जाते हो?
जी हाँ सर.
खाना क्या खाते हो?
नॉर्मल जो आप लोग खाते हो.
मैंने 18 इयर्स की उम्र में वर्कआउट करना चालू किया था, तो अभी मुझे 14 इयर्स हो गया वर्कआउट करते हुए. तो यार जितना कंसिस्टेंटली वर्कआउट करोगे और जितना अपने डाइट को कंट्रोल करोगे, इतना सैक्रिफाइस करोगे अच्छे खाने का, उतनी बेटर तुम्हारी बॉडी बनेगी. दिस इज द सैड ऑफ लाइफ.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. मैं आपके साथ एक डायलॉग बोलना चाहूंगा. पीपीएम.
कौन सा डायलॉग बोलना चाहोगे मेरे?
अरे प्याज के छिलको.
वो तो बोल दिया, दूसरे वाला बोलते हैं.
मुझे आपके साथ बोलना.
हाँ,
मुझे आपके साथ बोलना है.
हाँ, मैं बोलूंगा तो मेरे साथ बोलना. ओके
ओके सर.
अगर अपनी माँ का दूध पिया है, तो एक एक करके मत आना, सब साथ में आना. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं. अरे माइंड लो.
Thank you. Sir, people used to call me Mini SK because I copy you in every way.
I copied you. Thank you so much, Mehul, for being part of this.
Nice to speak to you, brother. All the best.
Remember,
the
if you're tuning in,
thank you, sir.
Just a few minutes, Ileana is battling traffic in Bandra and making her way over here, and then we're going to do some true-false questions with her as well. We have a question in from Kimi Walia on Twitter who says, what was the one scene in your entire career so far that you were the most nervous doing?
Wow. I think it was that scene between the two brothers in Kamine, because I was pretty much arguing with myself and fighting with myself
Yeah.
and reacting to myself.
Right.
And obviously we had a body double for all the portions that we did. But I was just really worried because usually when you do a scene, you meet an actor and then you guys kind of discuss it together and then you
Right.
rehearse it together and then you go out there and do it, right?
Right.
That's the natural, organic way of doing a scene. And here I was with myself. And I was like, okay, how am I going to... So I need to decide how I'm going to react to a dialogue to understand how then, for example, if Charlie is saying something, how will Guddu react on the basis of that? How will Charlie respond to his reaction?
Right.
And we needed to plan all that, and then there was this whole action portion that we were supposed to do together. So I was doing action as Charlie and as Guddu, so the body language needed to be different.
And you have to surprise yourself, right?
Yeah, so
you know what you're going to say.
Yeah, so that scene was I was very stressed about that one. Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. But how is it doing comedy? Was it really fun, or is it stressful?
Comedy was too much fun. No, I just had a blast on this film. I just enjoyed myself. We had so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And I'm sure everybody goes and asks you the same thing. Are you like a prankster? Did you play a lot of pranks on Ileana? I'll ask her as well.
No, I didn't have the time. I was so busy acting, and Raji was so busy making me do stuff that my character was doing so much in front of the camera that there was no time to do anything behind the camera.
I can imagine. And of course, we've got lots of people sending in their questions, and you can too. All you have to do is use the hashtag, whether you're on Google Plus or Facebook or Twitter. Just use PPNH Hangout and send in your questions. And we, of course, had some live hangout with us as well, with a lot of people who tuned in. And I have a rapid fire for you too. So I'm going to start with that one, and then we're going to do Ileana's next. All right. First question: describe Ileana in 3 words.
Petite. Very. Oh, okay, 3 words.
That's okay. We'll give you.
Talented. Shy.
Oh, that's sweet. That's very complimentary.
Hello.
She'll be coming in soon, and we can repeat that for her.
Okay.
2, the best advice your father ever gave you.
Well, there's a lot of advice that I've got from him, and it's all good most of the times. But he told me that as an actor, it's when you're in front of the camera, less is more. Okay. So you don't need to go out there and do too much. Sometimes being subtle really helps you convey what you need to convey emotionally, and that really helped me in some of my performances.
Did you ever copy him? Remember he was like Karamchand Jasu?
Don't do that. If I try to copy him, I'll just look stupid. So yeah, no.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, and one thing you wish you knew at the start of your career that you now know?
Acting is more about people management than actually performing. Really? The more work you do, the more you realize that this profession, people management, is more important. That's something I had no idea about, and I've learned that now.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. One super hit movie that you love that you wish you had done?
I want to play Joker in The Dark Knight.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could. That's more of your that
I want to play like an unapologetically bad guy.
We would love to see that actually. That would be really fun. And finally,
there's somebody punching the socks of somebody out there, isn't it? You can hear somebody going.
They all try to get in. They're like, we see Ileana, we see Shahid, let us in. And finally, a filmy question: एक लड़का और एक लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं हो सकते. Your thoughts?
क्यों दोस्त हो यार? खूबसूरत लड़का और खूबसूरत लड़की हैं, तो दोस्त से कुछ ज़्यादा बन जाओ. जिंदगी खुशी-खुशी साथ में बिताओ. See the larger picture.
See the larger picture. Remember, you can continue to send in your questions. Just use the hashtag #PPNH Hangout. As you can see, I'm sure in your business there's a lot of people. There's a lot of time that you spend on set waiting. And have you ever had to spend a lot of time waiting for a girl to show up on a date, like we're waiting for Ileana today?
I have waited for hours for lighting. Forget waiting for the heroine. Okay. I waited on Mosam. I remember one day I waited for 9 hours because some lighting was going on, because the entire village was supposed to have some lightning happening in it, and I was lying in my van and I was like, just let me know when we're going to shoot. So I'm used to waiting, but we do need to get to another interview really soon. So.
Yeah, as soon as she comes in, we'll do a quick hello with her, and then we will continue on. Remember, you can continue to send us your questions. All you have to do is go ahead and use the hashtag. And of course, this hangout, in case you missed the beginning, don't be upset. You can tune in and watch it all live on the tips page, on MissMalini, and everywhere. And were there any major challenges for you playing this role? There's a lot of people asking, you make it look so easy. Is any part of it really hard?
I think that's the toughest part, that you don't make it look like it's difficult. It needs to look as natural and as normal as possible.
And Bianca says, what song defines you in Phata Poster Nikla Hero? And please, can you sing a line for us?
No song defines you.
We were hoping you'd say the pole dance.
The pole dance, no. There is more to me than the pole.
And here's a question from Shilpa Sehdev on Google+. What do you do when you get criticized? How do you handle criticism?
I think I've been told that I'm really good with criticism. I mean, I'm good with taking advice and making changes and, learning to adapt to new things and being open to new ideas. I've been told that I'm pretty good with that. That's what my team always tells me.
Right.
So, yeah. So I always take it constructively. But advice needs to come from somebody you respect.
if it's malicious,
opinion
then
is
it's not
important.
helpful. Yeah.
I think more than anything else, if you respect somebody's opinion, then anything they say is important. But if you don't really respect somebody's opinion, then whatever they say doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. That's very true, actually. And this is this interesting one. This one comes in from Sahil that apparently, maybe so true, so false. You've taken an interest in DJing recently. Have you
I
started
want to
DJing?
learn.
Really?
Because I'm a huge fan of progressive house and EDM and I've been really listening to a lot of music. And is Ileana here?
Look who's here, Ileana! Come and join us.
Hello.
Shahid will move you in
Yes,
the middle, and Ileana, come and join us.
Hi. Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Malini, Miss
Hello.
Malini. How are you? Come and have a
Finally
seat.
get to
And
meet you.
we are now we've got a lot of
guys.
people
Hi.
hanging out
Hi.
with us. And Harish.
I'm terribly sorry.
Who's that shouting?
As
I'm
always.
so sorry I'm late. I hope you can forgive me.
So, Ileana, we've done tons of questions with
Yes,
Shamli, so we
and
have
that's
a
my
bunch
turn.
of true, false for you and some rapid fire as well. But first, tell us a little bit about your character in the film, and then I'll tell you what Shahid said about you.
I was about to ask, has he said anything already? He must have.
He said 3 very nice words.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm playing the role of Complaint Kajal. I think all you guys out there probably are a little aware of it. It's an insanely madcap character. She's full of energy, she's hyperactive, she's nutsy, adventurous, and always gets him in a trouble.
Just the way you like it, Shahid. Awesome. Okay, so I have a couple of questions coming up. But first, why don't you tell her the 3 words you said about her?
I forgot.
You forgot? You said petite, sweet,
Did I say sweet?
simple. I think you said.
I didn't say sweet.
You didn't say sweet.
I think that was his illusion.
Shy.
Shy.
And
talented.
very talented. He was
Aw.
trying to use a 4th word, which
Thank
is very
you.
sweet.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank
a little rapid fire for you, and some on your game we've got true, so false. Now there's a lot of rumors that get spread about you guys, right? There were some really fun ones about Shahid that he wakes people up at 5 a.m. to work out with his girlfriends. Not true, by the way. For the record, this is not true. So we thought we'd ask you some as well. So first up, a question: one super hit movie you wish you had done in your life that you loved watching?
Oh God, a really old one, which I'd love to do, which I don't know if I'm capable of doing. I know this is a rapid fire, but I need to give an explanation.
You're talking fast enough.
Sita or Gita.
Oh, fun!
I love this.
A double roll. We can give you some tips on double rolls.
On Sita and
I
Gita?
think
double
you
roll.
could do the male version.
Thanks.
It would be so
Ram or
much
Sham
fun.
maybe yes, but Sita or Gita? Really?
Sorry. Okay, now it's your turn. Describe Shahid in 3 words.
3 words. Okay.
Okay, you can use very for one of them too. We'll give you 4.
Sorry.
You can use very as well. Very something.
Very something. That's actually
Mischievous,
nice.
I
So you
guess?
don't want to give an explanation for
Okay.
somebody very something.
Very something.
3 words, right? So mischievous, moody, and incredibly focused.
Wow, so she's actually got you pegged pretty well. He described himself pretty well that way. All right, what's the biggest difference? And this one came in from a fan.
Right.
Alpika says, what's the biggest difference between Ranveer and Shahid? As co-stars and people and as you've got.
I have a different equation with both of them, I guess. I've got a really sort of soft corner, I guess, for Ranveer because, it was my first film with him and my debut. And
he didn't say much.
He didn't say much, no. Actually, we did have quite a few conversations off screen, offsets. But I think just a really nice relationship with him, considering it was my first film. He made me really comfortable on set. And I think with Shahid, I've been doing most of the talking. We've just been yakking away on set, and it's been fun. It's been lots of crazy scenes that we've done together. So yeah, it's been fun working with him.
That's awesome.
Nerve-wracking doing the dance sequences, but
I heard it was like hard to keep up in heels, I believe.
Hell
with
yes.
him dancing.
I mean, come on.
I know.
Seriously.
I can just only imagine.
You can imagine.
Okay, and one more filmy dialogue and your thoughts. एक लड़का और एक लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं हो सकते.
Of course, दोस्त हो सकते हैं, लेकिन I guess attraction and love gets in the way.
Aha. Okay, so true and so false. But we've got lots of questions coming in. Remember, you can win yourself some signed merchandise and pictures as well. Just use the hashtag #PPNH Hangout. And so true, so false. Ileana, there's a rumor that you're going to quit the South Indian film industry for Bollywood. So true, so false.
So false, because for one, I don't think you can ever quit an industry. Once you're part of it, you're a part of it. And it's fun working there, lots of fun. I started my career there. I have tremendous respect for that industry, and I'd love to go back, Yeah. It's always been fun working there.
And I'm sure they'll be so excited to see you
I really
in
hope
Bollywood
so.
and back.
Really hope so.
Absolutely. Okay, so true, so false. Shahid played lots of pranks on you on set.
Actually, it's false because Rajji was the one who played the pranks.
Really? What did they do? What did he do?
Oh, there were lots of stuff, lots of things that he would do. I mean, he'd he'd actually. I'm pretty gullible, so every time he would say something to me, like, he'd really convince me that he was serious about it, and I'd get into a panic. I mean, I can't remember something specific, but I know that he did something with Shahid, right? About the the protein drink thing.
What did he
do? I think he just behaved like I had poisoned him or something. It's something
He's a brilliant actor, so he can really fool you.
Oh, did he get you worried for a moment?
Yeah, man. It was a 7th year shoot. I was like, I can't lose my director.
Oh no, that would be a bad headline. So true, so false. You're a chatterbox like your character.
I'm an insane chatterbox. Not like my character at all, because I think that girl barely thinks before she says anything. I like to think quite a bit before I say something.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Awesome. And of course, I think we're going to do a couple more questions, and then we're going to see if any of our fans in the Hangout have a question for you, Ileana. I'm sure Harish does. See, Harish,
I have one question.
I have
a little hairdo for you. I've brought a friend. Harish, what's your question?
I'm doing all craziest things to get one more chance, but you're not seeing me.
Of course I'm seeing you. I blew you a kiss.
Oh.
I love your headphones. Very cool.
Now, what's your question, Ileana?
Yeah, I have a question for Ileana.
Well, I'm all you.
While doing PPNH with Shahid Kapoor, any quality did you learn from him?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What's that? Can you repeat it?
Did you learn any quality from Shahid Kapoor?
Anything from Shahid?
I've learned that you have to be really qualified and experienced stunts. Because it's very difficult, the stuff that he does, jumping from walls and from buildings and
This is my first movie doing stunts.
Well,
I was as inexperienced as you.
Well, no, you said you've done some training and stuff like that. So
What rubbish?
Okay.
One more.
Let somebody else ask a question. Kushbu, I think you would have a question for Ileana as well. Kushbu, go ahead and ask your question. Actually, sorry. Okay, go ahead, Kushbu.
Hi, Ileana. You're looking very pretty.
Thank you so much. You look lovely.
I want to ask one thing that you love about Vishwas Rao.
I love that Vishwas Rao is an absolutely innocent, gullible quality to him. He's really simple in his head, and he's got these big dreams. So I absolutely love that about him. I wish I had that. I don't really dream as big as him.
I love all the scenes in the trailer as well, where he's like, he's not really a real. He's like, I can't get hurt, before it begins, how it's gonna end. I hope the film is full of dialogues like that in comics.
And one more thing, Shahid.
So we have now Sanjana. Sanjana, we're gonna let you ask Ileana a question as well. Go ahead.
Hello. Hi, Sanjana.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Hi. I'm so excited to speak to you.
I'm so excited to speak to you.
I have a small request. Can you please give a shout out to Manjit Kumar?
Well, here's a shout out to Manjit Kumar. Hey.
Thank you so much. Love you.
I love you
and
too.
Shahid, I love you.
I'm going to let Knuckle ask the last question from the group in the Hangout. Go ahead. Knuckle has dialed in from London,
so
in fact.
cute.
And I know, it's so sweet. They've all been waiting patiently. Go ahead, Knuckle. What's your question?
Hi.
Hey, Ileana, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
So you've gone from Telugu to Hindi cinema. What's the biggest difference?
I think the biggest difference is definitely the cultures, because each industry and each film that you do in each particular language is a reflection of their own culture. So Telugu films are very different from Tamil films, and so on and so forth. So I think doing films in Telugu was really entertaining. It was over the top and lots of fun. Full of color and music, and it's been entertaining. But I think that's probably the only difference.
Yeah, you've come a long way too, from Devadasu to Phata Poster.
Yes, it's been a long time.
Thanks so much, Knuckle. Okay, so I have a request as well, and I'm sure all your fans would love to see this. Since you guys, we're dying to see the chemistry on screen, but now that we have you live, will you do like one dialogue exchange from the film or a song? Can you sing us a couple of lines together, or a moment from the film?
See, this is why we're actors, because he's like talking.
I can do the clap.
We lip sync.
Oh no, you don't have to sing then. Maybe a dialogue.
A dialogue. Okay. So this is one that you've probably already seen in the promo, but इंस्पेक्टर साहब आप लड़ने से डरते हैं क्या?
नहीं, लड़ना तो मैं एंजॉय करता हूँ काजल, लेकिन क्या है ना कि अगर चेहरे पे चोट लग गई, करियर शुरू से पहले खत्म हो जाएगा।
Yeah.
Don't make some jokes.
That's awesome. And remember, like I said, this is a live hangout. In case you missed any part of it, all you have to do is log on to the tips page and on MissMalini. And if you follow the hashtag #PPNH Hangout, you can, of course, go ahead and send in your questions and follow the links. Ileana, when are you going to be on Twitter? Please, Shahid, tell her.
When am I going to be on Twitter? Sorry?
Start on Twitter.
Yes.
And now you'll see her not listen to this.
No, he has mentioned that I should probably join Twitter, and I have been told by quite a few people to join Twitter. I think, I don't know, I'm such a private person, I don't know what to talk about, and I think Twitter is all about, chatting with the audience, and maybe if I have something really interesting going on in my life, I think I'm quite a boring person apart from my work. I'll probably start tweeting. Maybe soon.
Okay, so hopefully soon. We'll try to convince you. Another question in from Tanya Chopra for you, Shahid. Who is the real Shahid?
Who's the real Shahid?
And why don't we see him more often?
I've been searching for this guy, myself, to connect with myself, my inner self, my spiritual self. I don't know, man. I'm still figuring it out.
You could just make up a new answer.
Yeah,
like the real Shahid.
The real Shahid.
Who's the real Shahid
has
today?
actually left the building about 20 minutes back. Yeah.
And so you guys, 3 days to a couple days ago for the movie.
Yeah, man.
How are you
20th
feeling?
September, it's right around the corner. Today is what? The 17th, right? 17th,
Yeah.
18th, 19th, and then D-Day.
So what's going to happen on D-Day? Are you going to go and like watch with a whole bunch of people, or are you going to have a big party to celebrate, or are you going to be like all done?
I don't know. We're just so busy doing what we're doing that there's no time to think about what we will do after. It's like, that's like, it's like we've not reached there yet.
Yeah. And for each of you, a lot of people are asking a favorite memory from being on set, something that you'll take away after this whole. So you spend so much time shooting these movies. Yeah. What's the memory that you have from this?
Just the mad stuff I've done on this film. I mean, it's such a crazy film. It's got so much entertainment in it. And I've been a part of the action sequences as well. A little too involved in them, I think, as far as I'm concerned, because instead of jumping from a wall, I ended up getting slammed into the wall. So yeah, it's been entertaining. It's been fun. I think there's a lot that I've learned probably from Raji. He's a brilliant director, so
So much fun. I can just imagine. So we asked Shahid this earlier as well. How do you spend time between shots? Are you in your vanity van watching movies, working out?
Working out? Hell no. I'm only eating in my van. If I'm in the van, I'm eating. No, I mean it's a mix of everything. I think especially in our film. Raji is such an entertaining person, and he loves telling us stories. So he's, we normally would hang out on set, and he'd be entertaining us. But I mean, it's a mix of everything. It depends if there's like a boring scene happening, or a dull day happening, then I'd prefer hanging out in the van.
Yeah, of course. And of course, another request in. This is Rampal Kapoor, who says, "Please, Sasha and Ileana, can you please wish me happy birthday on the live hangout? My name is Farah from Algeria, and it's my birthday wish."
Wishing Farah a very, very, very happy birthday all the way in Algeria. All our love, best wishes, and may you have a fantastic year.
Wish you all the very best, Farah. My sister's name is Farah as well, so I wish you all the very best. A lovely year ahead. I hope you have a beautiful day. And thank you for sending all your love from Algeria. Wow.
I know, it's so sweet. I think you guys have like fans all over the world, and I think this movie is going to take it to a whole new level. It's such a fun, one of those like iconic films. I can't wait to see it myself. Another question in from Tasneem, who says, what's some music that you guys are currently listening to? Is there a particular song that's on repeat on your iPads?
Oh, actually, I've been listening to Radioactive, like on loop. Yeah, it's kind of trippy, isn't it?
I am listening to Nothing Nash from Phata Poster Nikla Hero.
Well, apart from the songs,
it's very clear.
Yes.
And so I think on that note, I have to say this was such a fun hangout. Thank you for being part of my MissMalini hangout, and it was so much fun doing this for yourself.
Thank you so much for having us.
I cannot wait to go watch this movie, and I'm sure it's going to do amazingly well. Any last words for all your fans who are tuned in live from all over the world?
Thank you for having us. Thank you for taking the time. I'm incredibly sorry again for being late.
One question, please.
I'm sorry, Harish. We're out of time, but I'm sure you can send them all in on Twitter and we'll get to them. Go ahead, sorry.
Guys, please.
Thank you again. I just want to say a heartshelt thanks again.
Thank you for the advice, Shahid.
Hope you enjoy the film on the 20th of September.
Thank you, Shahid.
Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Enjoy yourselves. Be happy.
Thank you for the advice, Shahid.
There's a lot of love.
All the best for the movie.
Shahid, we wanna see another combination, Shahid.
Off you both.
Guys, sorry, can you just mute everyone, please?
One
Alright,
kiss,
so
please.
Nash, just keep us on the feed. Alright, guys. Okay, so we're gonna get out of this hangout. It was so
Bye,
much
Chad.
fun.
Have a great day.
Bye.
On the hashtag
I love you.
Somebody who sent us those questions is winning this autograph merchandise as well. Thank you guys for being part of the hangout, and goodbye. I'm MissMalini signing out. See you soon.
Thank you.